So welcome back to Yes, We're Adopted. Don't make it weird. I'm Brett. That's Davo. I'm missing a hat.
Because your wife cuts your hair.
If you find it, please send it to me. I got a haircut. Yeah, my wife likes to... She cuts my hair. I'm cheap.
Are you cheap because you're adopted? Is it?
Yes!
Okay.
Wait, are adopted people cheap?
I need to rethink my lifestyle then.
Are adopted people cheap necessarily?
That may be true, actually.
Like, are they frugal?
I don't spend a lot of money.
Comment below if you are adopted and you are super frugal. I'm just honestly curious to see if a lot of adopted people don't spend a lot of money.
Maybe they spend all the money.
Or if you spend all the money.
I don't think there's an adoption correlation there.
We've been answering a lot of your guys' questions, so first of all, thank you so much. Round of applause. I got one hand because I'm holding the camera, so yeah. Round of applause to you guys. Thank you guys so much for sending in your questions. This question for today, that was a horrible say. Today's question comes from Justin. So Justin was adopted when he was 3 months old. He had a bunch of questions about nurture versus nature, and that's what we're gonna talk about today. And by we, I mean I'm gonna shove the camera in his face right now while he's driving. By the way, we're going to Wendy's again, because Wendy's is for adopted people. Because it's cheap and you can be frugal.
I feel like you should. Hashtag Wendy's.
Hashtag Wendy's.
Wendy's is for adopted people.
All right, Davo.
Yeah.
You've been reading a lot of books.
I have read a lot of books.
Such as, this book right here.
Coming Home to Self by Nancy Verrier.
Yeah, you actually did a 2-minute on this one, didn't you?
I did, yeah. And we've talked about this one a couple of times.
Yep.
That one and there's a bunch of, we actually have a couple of 2-minute takeaways on a bunch of adoption books, and I'm still reading more as we go along, which is kind of fun. Man, there's nobody at Wendy's yet. But that one specifically talks a lot about like the natural tendencies of adoptees, and one of the things that it talks about is what Verrier refers to as the chameleon tendencies. So because we don't have genetic mirrors, adoptees often will just adopt whatever tendencies.
They adopt it. What?
It's so meta.
It is.
Of whatever it is that people around them are like. So, you know, that may not necessarily be my natural tics and tendencies, but they're things that we take on because they're part of our environment. And apparently for a lot of adoptees, this can actually cause a great deal of distress later on in life, where they're like, I don't know who I am anymore, and I don't know what's good, which is valid, and I think it actually probably theoretically is more for like same race adoptions, because of the expectation that they would be similar or be the same. I know from our experience that a lot of the tendencies that we have when entering into new situations or when meeting people are definitely come from this whole chameleon identity, which is I mean, we'll walk into a thing and like we just mirror people. Like we mirror your tics and we mirror your facial expressions.
Blend into the walls and shadows.
And it's one of the reasons that every great spy movie is about an orphan.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
Orphans make the best shadows.
Orphans make the best spies, and we're really good at it, and we can blend in when we need to, and we can come out when we need, like, and all of those things are cool. Like
we're really good at faking liking people too, apparently.
That is true. Because it's a survival mechanism.
It is.
Right? It like we're
really, it really is.
We're really good at that. And but that's a combination of nature and nurture, right?
Yeah.
Like by nature, we've experienced things that require us to adapt quickly.
Yep.
Personally. But by nurture, we take on a lot of those adaptations as part of our personality,
culture, and everything else. Yeah,
you know, that's part of my character or whatever it is now. Which is, I mean, I guess it depends on what you took away from that. But like, if you were taking on traits from jerks, then that's a bummer for you. You know, like, yeah, that'd be a bummer.
Yeah, it would be a bummer.
We talk about this all the time on the channel, and we're going to keep saying it because it's important. But as adults, we get to decide. We get to decide who we want to be, and then make the steps that are necessary in order to be that thing. There are absolutely factors of nature and factors of nurture that go into who we are. But I mean, guys, we're in our 30s now, and a lot of these things are finally starting to make sense and starting to come up. And it hasn't honestly been until just recently that we've been able to say, yeah, those are definitive things that I think about in my life and that I maybe have issue with. And I'm deciding to be a better person. I'm deciding to make changes in my life.
It's about time.
And it's time. Shut up.
So, tell us your guys' thoughts in the comments below. As always, if you guys want to be able to share your story or even get it out there a little bit, make sure you guys email us at YouTube at aga.productions. No.com. If you put .com, you wrong. I'm just gonna say it like that and leave it. As always, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We love you guys because that's not weird anymore. We've established that already.
It's still a little
It's
weird.
not weird anymore. As always, I'm Brett. That's Davo. That's Target. And we're gonna go inside. You're not coming with us.